Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Mandy and Emily, and today we are going to discuss Agnes Aubert's Mystical Cat Shelter by Heather Fawcett. Today we are not drinking just coffee. Today we convinced Mandy's husband, one of our baristas,
to spoil us.
He's a bartender for us, and he made us fancy Espresso Martinis.
Cheers. And if you see some of the outtakes, no, it is not from these.
I swear.
It is from our gizmo that we're trying to figure out how to use, and we don't know how to use it.
Yet.
And it's okay because it's getting these insane bloopers, and
It's okay.
it's okay.
It's all right.
Enjoy while it lasts because we don't know how to use this thing. And so
Eventually we may. Next year. Couple years.
until then,
Till then, just enjoy.
whatever. Enjoy whatever.
Sorry
comes
for
out
the
of it.
chaos. Yes. You know, now we're not using that little gizmo, so there will be no more feet shots.
Oh, now it's just us on the regular camera. But welcome. If you're new, this is not spoiler free, but we like to sit around and gab. We're best friends, and so we're going to talk about this book. So hopefully you've already read it. Usually we like to give out some spoilers well in advance so that you know what's coming up. So hopefully you've read it and then you can come join us. So.
Yes, welcome. We're
If you're
excited to
new,
get
yeah.
talking about the Mystical Cat Shelter.
So if you're not familiar with this book, basically it is a romantasy. And it's about a character. So the characters in it are Agnes, obviously. Agnes is one of the main characters. And she is a character in here who is depicted as a compassionate, resilient, kind of a type A heroine. And she meets Havelock in this book, who is a cranky hermit type magician who has a very dark reputation. The atmosphere of the book is a cozy, whimsical vibe featured in Montreal back in the 1920s. And the book is filled to the brim with cats. So if you are a cat lover, even if you're not a cat lover, Havelock in the book is not a cat lover. And the cats in this book are just, I found them to be hysterical. So there's a lot of cats in this book, some of them that even talk. So that's kind of just a little background of the book if you haven't read it. And so kind of going into our first chat, like Emily said, I'm the one that picked out this book. And in our previous podcast, if you've listened, we've briefly talked about this one coming as well. And how it wasn't really Emily's typical pick or choice. But I was really excited to read it, and what really compelled me and drew me in, that was our first talk we're going to have, is what were first impressions and the vibe of the book. And what really drew me in was, one, I was looking for something that sounded whimsical, something that sounded different. And I love cats. So that combination right there was like, this intrigues me, and I think I just would like to give it a go. Plus, like Emily said, we like to just conquer different types of books here. So Emily, for you, what were your first impressions and vibe?
So my first impression, like just looking at the book, I thought it was really cute. Mm-hmm. I did have 2 cats. I've always been a cat person. My family was not, so we always had dogs. And the moment that I was able, my mom got me 2 cats. And so, so I was excited for that, just because I'm like, well, it's different. Like Mandy said, I told her, I was like, well, this isn't really my jam, but I was excited because I want to try different things. Yeah. And the, step out of my comfort zone, I guess. So my first impression as I started was, oh, this is cute. Mm-hmm. Like, it's very, it's sweet. And then I just kept trying to figure out, like, it's the mystical cat shelter. Like, where is this going? Like, obviously there's magicians because they talk about it and about the apocalypse and stuff. And so I was like, all right, but I'm just wondering, like,
story, what's going to happen.
Yeah. And then it's like, it pulls you in.
It does.
I felt like it did. It pulled me in. I thought it was,
intrigued.
The vibe was really good.
Yeah, and judging the book by its cover, I completely agree with Emily. This cover is freaking adorable, and then I see that some different special companies out there have come out with special editions of this book. And, these people are killing me, man. I need to get all these special editions. I don't, but I need to. I mean,
I do for some books. That's terrible.
Some books, I know. And, like they came out with, this cute one, and I'm like, no! It has little kitties on it, but I didn't get it.
Really?
It has
because this is cute, because it's got the foil, like,
it's beautiful.
In the picture. And then you've got all the cats, and then my kitten, I tried to find my cat, because he left us, but I was like, I want to see if any of them remind me of Belzonia.
Yeah.
And it's the little sleeping kitty. If you watch the little clips before, that was our little kitten. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was so adorable.
We've got 3 cats currently, and one of the cats in this book, once we get into it, totally reminded me of one of our cats.
Oh yeah.
But just to kind of round out the judging a book by its cover, when I first went to go find this book at the bookstore, I was struggling to find it, and I don't know why I forgot in the moment, but I forgot that all of the new releases come out in a certain section, and I was just so excited that I was just in the romantasy section. And when I went to go ask for help, the woman who was helping me came up, and she saw the book, and she picked it up, and she was like, oh, this looks so cute. So even she was judging it by the cover. And she also wanted to pick up this book, and she said she was going to sneak one off the counter at the end of the night. So I say judge book by cover.
It's definitely one that you would, this is the way to do it. If you want to write a book about cats and magic, make it really cute on the cover, because it will grab you.
What did you think of Agnes as the protagonist in the story? Did you find her to be compelling or someone that you rooted for?
Oh yeah. 100%. I loved Agnes. My heart broke for her. She was passionate. Yeah. Very passionate. She's the one that had the shelter, and there's this apocalyptic situation that happens in her shelter, and a lot of people's buildings and homes and everything like that. She lived at the shelter, was destroyed because of a magician causing the apocalypse. They believed they stopped it, but so she was looking for another home, and even then you're just kind of hoping and that she can do it, because her passion to make sure that all of these stray cats and kittens and everything had a home. She cared about them more than herself and everything. And I loved her. Mm-hmm. I just thought she was the sweetest thing.
Same. And I think for me, some of my favorite elements of Agnes were that she, in some ways, kind of, in some parts, reminded me of myself. Like, that character that's, like, trying to always do the right thing and be good about what she's doing. Like, in the book, you see her, like, trying really hard to, like, tell everybody the truth about everything. This is what I'm trying to do. I need to do this to help my cats. I need to get into a place to help my cats. And people are like, ew, cats, go away. We don't want you. And then her sister's like, you need to lie. And she's like, I can't lie. How do you lie about...
I did like Elise, too.
Housing, 40 cats.
Right?
I think people are going to figure that out. And, but then as the story progresses, she totally changes. And all of a sudden, she's just like, yeah, can you make my cats magical? Can you make, some weird stuff happen? And she, kind of loosens up. And she kind of starts to, go with the flow a little bit more, which is something that I've learned to do more in life as well. So I don't know. Her character really resonated.
Yeah, I agree with you on that 100%. I'm the same way. And I felt like Heather Fawcett did a great job on... There's sometimes when you read a book and you see the change in the character, it seems kind of abrupt and quick, when this one actually flowed really well. And actually, maybe it's because we can kind of see ourselves doing the same thing. The way that she changed into allowing... I laughed when she was like, yes, can you do a little magic trick?
I know. And then her sister was like, who are you?
Yeah.
I think that, again, I laughed a couple of times in this book. That was one of them. I laughed a couple of times when, her and Havelock, their relationship was just so funny. Like, she just didn't take his crap either. No. She didn't. And so I think that's kudos to her character as well. She was just like, no, we're cleaning up your messy shit, and we're we're organizing this, and she's just like, this is a mess, and then when he's like, oh, well, I could give you a special tool for that, and then she gets like all mad at him that like he gives her a special tool when she's already been working on it for forever. Yeah, it's just very funny things. I laughed a couple times in there. So, yeah, while it's cozy, comfortable, there's also a lot of depth in the story with the characters as well.
And the cats.
There's
a lot of
depth. The cats were hilarious.
Yes. I couldn't believe how much she put in the cats. I didn't think you could write a book with 47 pages and have it be so into cats. And not sit there and be like, I'm done. Yeah. Right. Like, it just blew my mind that I'm like, ooh, what happened to His Majesty? Where's Banshee?
Where's His Majesty? Where did he go?
Ambulance? I just was like, you named your cat the cat Ambulance. No, I wonder why. Yeah. Because it sounded like an ambulance. I'm like, this is great. Like,
I know, it was very funny.
You ended up really, if you don't like cats and you're like, I don't think I care. You need to try it because you know what? It's a whole different...
It's a different vibe. It's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different concept. And it just... I don't know. It works somehow. Yeah. The cat shelter concept, how well does the mystical element work? Did you find it whimsical, fun, or like underdeveloped? I think we kind of answered that question already, but in our chat.
It was, I thought it was kind of, at first when it happened, and so like...
You're trying to figure out how it's going to come
into play. Because the one guy comes and he's like, oh, people are saying that you have magical cats because this person slept. And I'm like, well, I mean, I always slept better when Belzoni was around.
Yeah, and she's all nervous. She gets this place for really cheap.
And then
she's like, there's got to be a catch. And then she's hearing weird noises, and she's like, I'm just going to stay hiding. And like,
yeah. And then she was all mad because she was like, she hates the magicians. She hates everything about magic and everything like that. And then it's like, hey, will you put magic in my cats? And it was like, how is that going to work? Like, how are you going to do this? But it worked. But it did work.
It worked. And also, it made people were adopting the cats. Yeah.
And it wasn't like making them fly. It was literally like
helping people with their anxiety, helping people to sleep, helping them.
Like, what a brilliant idea. Yeah. I thought that was brilliant.
It was cute.
It was cute because it's once you get, because her logic was, because her argument with like, Elise is like, dude, of all people, like, you're totally anti-magic. And she goes, but if it wears off slowly, these people are going to realize that cats really do help with these things. Yes. Either way.
Correct.
And I'm like, she's right.
They do.
They do.
They do. They're your little buddies. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you feel that the mystical elements felt consistent and purposeful in the book? Or did you feel like they were sometimes a little bit all over the place?
No, I would say that I thought it was pretty consistent in the writing. Same. Like when there was like the battles and everything like that, it totally flowed. Yeah. I didn't feel like there was any part where I was like, well, that doesn't work.
Yeah. It did. It even flowed in the end, even it just all kind of came together. I think one of my standout like the two standout parts for me were one of the parts when they had to change up the location to protect themselves, and then there became two shelters. And then she was like, I gotta go get some coffee. So she goes out to get some coffee and to get some bread, was it?
Yeah,
brioche bread.
The brioche, yep.
And she comes out and she turns around and she sees the shelter for the first time. And she's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And the shelter looks like this poopy little place next to these mystical buildings with like granite, and then she mentions like she spit out her coffee. Like I was laughing. Like that made me laugh. Like just the way that it was described, and like I could just see it happening.
And then how they made it work. Yeah. Like how I'm like, okay, so how are you gonna do this then? Yeah. Like this is gonna be too far fetched. Like no, because it's not my genre, right? Fantasy, like yes, I love Iron Flame. That was a big fantasy book. I will read very minimal. My niece has been trying to get me into some more. This was like, I was trying to find parts where it would be like, that's not going to work. A little weird. Yeah. It's going to turn me off. I'm going to be done and be like, Mandy, I'm sorry, it's a DNF for me. Yeah. But no, it worked. Yeah. It worked. Yeah. I was like, wow, they made that work. Yeah. Well. Yeah. And then the other part I think was, because I, like you, was wondering, how are they going to wrap this up or finish this up? And then the way in which that they do in the final scenes, in which she's got to save Havelock, and how she figures out the portal is... Oh, that was really good. I kept thinking it was a cat. I know. Did you too? I did. I was like telling my poor husband, who never knows anything about anything. I'm always like, okay, the cat is going to be the portal. I'm pretty sure it's... what is the cat's name? His Majesty. I think His Majesty is the portal. Because she leaves with him. I know. I'm like, this is why your compass is going off, because it's the bloody cat. It's the cat. No, that's what I thought. I was 100%. And Kevin's like, what are you reading? I'm like, it's the cat. No, Chris kept asking me, so how's your magical cat book? I'm like, but yeah, I literally thought, if it's not His Majesty, it might be Banshee, because Banshee was always on Havelock. Well, she kept saying, like, she loves Banshee loves the evil. She's drawn to evil. And so then, I was like convinced it was a cat. I'm usually on it, and I did not get the reference that she kept sleeping on that stove. I didn't either. And then I was like, mother trucker. That makes sense. I know. Like, and it was Banshee sleeping on the stove, and I'm like... But when she goes to save him and she sees her husband... Oh, okay. Her husband that passed away. That was emotional. This book hits you in the emotions, too. Like, because she's going through grief, or her husband died suddenly. And that was... I was like... When they get back... He's there in the past. And then you hear Agnes... she's trying to save her new love. And then the whole time I was seeing her, I'm like, if this was my husband, I would be like... And then she, like, he gives her a kiss. He's like, hey, love, I'll meet you back at home. And I'm like... But meanwhile, she's trying to stop Apocalypse 2.0. She's trying not to stay. And then she's in the oven trying to get back. And she's like, why isn't it working? It's because she knew deep down her heart. It's because the spell wasn't working, because she just wanted to run back to him. Yeah. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like... I know. What? She's like, I love both I can't believe now you've added a heart-wrenching part towards the end of the book. I know. What are you doing? I know. So, yeah, it was definitely cozy and charming. And the supporting characters as being the cats, I mean, we have to give them a moment, because obviously cats deserve their moment. So now's the time to talk about the cats. I think, were there any standout cats? Besides Banshee and Banshee and His Majesty were like the big ones. I did like Ambulance. I thought, like, when he jumped up in the sconce and everything like that, and just howled every time anything happened. Yes, that was so funny. Then you had Thorough. That one was the sweet older cat who was actually getting put under some stress. And then it was like when she thought he was sick, and it just turned out it was because it was just stressed for a little bit, and it would calm down. Everything was healthy, the cat. My heart was like, no, I don't want anything to happen to Thorough. And then the little kitten that she saves in the past with the 3 legs and the one short leg, little scruffy black kitten. I'm like, oh, for the love of Pete. Like, how many cats? I would be the crazy cat lady if I could.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is bad. I'm like, this is... I even thought I should send this to my mother-in-law, who loves cats. As you know, she had like 7 cats at one point.
Like it.
She would...
She probably would
probably, because she loves like fantasy movies and stuff. And I was like, I need to tell her. She might think
that's cute.
She would like this book.
Because it is one that I would definitely leave out on my coffee table.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing in here. So Mandy kept saying it was a fantasy romance.
And there is romance, but it's very different. It's a cutesy romance.
It's sweet. It's innocent. Sweet romance. It's my kids could read this. Like, it's
sweet.
It's nothing inappropriate.
I was hoping it was a little more romance to the romantasy.
She was saying she would tell me, she's like, it's not as romantasy as I thought.
And I did see a lot of other viewers and reviewers give that same feedback, but it was a different kind of...
I thought it was warm.
Romantasy.
It was sweet.
Cute, cozy, sweet. Mm-hmm. It is the grumpy sunshine kind of, where she really changed Havelock, because when you think of Havelock, he only had his sister, and he, like I said, he's just a huge hermit.
He was trying to kill her.
And she really brings him out. In the very end of the book, you realize that they do go on and start an adventure together. So I don't know if there's going to be more.
I wonder if there will be more.
And then you'll get to learn more about their adventure. Like, what other magical adventures will they have? And then maybe we'll get more of some of their romance.
And I would read it.
Because
I would like to see more of what happens. Because, I mean... To me, it wasn't, I don't look at it as a romance at all. Like, my 16-year-old could read my 14-year-old. Like, if you have kids or that would be interested in fantasy books or something like that, or an animal lover, like, this would be really a cute read. And gives, I mean, there's some language in it, but it's not anything, but I just, I would definitely leave it on my table.
100%.
And recommend it to people.
And the first couple of chapters talking about His Majesty, I was like, oh my gosh, that's our cat Kylo. 100% our cat Kylo.
Is he?
Our cat Kylo is his namesake. He can be kind, he can be sweet, but he can also be His Majesty. And everybody looks out of the way.
Like, he'll meow and rub your leg because he wants you to feed him, and then you go to feed him, and then he hisses at you because you're trying to feed him. And then one time, because they were gone and I was watching, I came to feed Kylo, and I was like, I know, I hear you, because you look like you're starving. He does not look like he's starving.
No,
and he's not. And so I was like, Mandy, I don't think your automatic dry food feeder is working.
It is. He's just...
They're like, no, it is. I'm like, no, it's not. He is like dying of starvation. He's like, meow, meow. And I was like,
you should see him at...
Yeah. So then I go and I put my hand down to give him a little extra scoop, and then he hisses at me. And I'm like, Kylo, I'm giving you food. So then he hisses at me again. It was one of those moments. I was having a day, and he just kept hissing at me. And so I turned around, I'm like, and he went... Then I became his favorite. So I kept thinking when His Majesty was hissing and stuff, I'm like, Hamlet, just hiss back.
That was so funny.
But he never did.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, this cat is so...
Totally reminded me of Kylo, too.
Kylo. Like, even probably slightly sassier than Kylo, because Kylo does have his lovey moments. But obviously she loved him.
Yeah.
She loved His Majesty. And we love Kylo, because Kylo shows us his sweeter... moments, but he doesn't really show other people his sweeter moments. Like, when we have kids over, they're like, that cat is mean. Like, people run away.
We warn them. Like, when my boys bring friends over, they're like, just stay away from the orange cat.
The other cats we have, Sky, Princess.
Oh yeah, she's a total princess.
She's a Princess Peach. Indy, he's also his namesake. He's always on wild adventures. He's my
bro.
I'm trying to grow these little, and that's why these characters came through, because we're trying to prep for our outside veggie garden, and we have this cute little, tiny little greenhouse in our, box window in our kitchen. And I came downstairs the other day to get coffee for work, and I see him sitting in the box window on top of the greenhouse, like, what? I'm like, no, my carrots! But he was like, the Christmas tree was an adventure with him. But he's sweet. Yeah, he's a sweetheart, but he's always on some adventure.
He's a kitten too, so he's little.
Always doing it. I'm like, get off my carrots. But his look, he always has this look like, what? Mm-hmm. What do you want? Yeah.
What do you do about?
I'm doing my thing, man.
Yep.
So these cats, their characters totally came through. If you've had a cat, you'll definitely know and you'll feel it. And I don't know. I still feel like even if you have it, you'll get a kick out of it.
Just know that if you've never had a cat, they really do all have different personalities. Mm-hmm. They really do.
It's true.
Yep.
It's true. Our cat, Sky, thinks she's a dog, like our German Shepherd. She follows him everywhere. I call her my mini puppy. I think she thinks she's a dog. I don't know. So yeah, they all have their own little personality. It's funny. So I think really the only other thing, and we already talked about that too, was like the fact that the book not only brings in the whimsy, but also the grief aspect. And so what was your overall rating?
I would give this 4 stars. 4 out of 5.
That's what I gave it as well. I think I wanted a little bit more of it's like they gave us the whole story. She gave us the whole story. And then we really got into it. And then
it started building more towards the end.
It builds more and then it ends. And then and it gives you like they're about to move on to like their next phase, and then it ends. And so I just have to feel like
there's got to be more.
Is there more?
There's
coming?
no epilogue. Like it's just it's just done. Yeah. So 4 for me was It was it's written great,
cute, cozy.
Cute. Yeah.
In fact, it could potentially even be at some point a reread in the fall where you're just looking to sit down with a blanket and some tea. It's a quick one, like if you've got the time, it'll go pretty quick. Cute.
It was very cute.
Super cute.
I enjoyed it.
And now Emily will be picking our next one. So we'll keep you all in, like, I don't know which one you're going to be picking for the next one.
The bright.
Oh.
Yeah, the one that's coming out with the movie.
Shoot, what's that one? The bright creatures?
Like, you have it, don't you?
I do have it. What is it called? Something. It's the new movie that's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Remarkable Bright Creatures.
That's
I'm excited to read that.
I have it.
We want to see that movie,
but I couldn't remember the name. Yeah, we want to watch the movie, so we thought that would be the next one.
So we're excited about that one. So if you've made it to the end and you're still listening, we're going to do that one next. So if you're reading along with us, go ahead and pick that one up because the movie comes out in May.
Yep.
So it's coming. So let's all read it and then we can go watch the movie and
then we're going to share about the movie and the book.
Yep.
So we hope that you will join us.
Yeah. If you haven't already, subscribe to us.
Like us on Facebook and Instagram as well under the Wandering Dragonflies and the podcast.
And we always look forward for you giving us comments as well. So thanks everybody. Have a good night.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.